Okay, you guys watching? Everybody look, Adobe Illustrator, right? And if you looked at the post already, I do need like a person's name. You can make one up. I need a physical address for a place. You can make one up or use the schools. I'll be posting it right here. But if you haven't seen this, and I did talk about it way long ago, uh, if you go here to templates, I don't know if you guys can see it, templates right here at the top. Uh, there's all kinds of stuff, right? Especially now with the AI stuff, they kind of updated it. And I'll post this one for you guys right now after we do this. Here on my recent, if you look, there's a simple business card template right here. You guys see it? And you can actually type in the search here, simple business card, and it'll show up. All right. And if you have your account, it should work. Anyway, so I'll post this one. I'll give this one to you guys. I'll post it in the Schoology. Okay, so here it is. Everybody see it? And it's got a general guide of what goes in here, right? Now, please listen to this. Your business card should be 3.5 by 2 inches. Make sure your file is in inches. I already had a morning student who called me over to look at her work, and her business card was not the right size. Don't do that. Let's get that right off the bat. You don't know? You already worked on this? Check. 3.5 by 2 inches, right? It can be horizontal, it can be vertical. All right, everybody looking here? And I'll include this in the Schoology right now when we're done. I'll give you this file, okay? Look how easy. Everybody looking? It has name, title, phone, email, website. That is the basic stuff that a business card has to have. And the address. I didn't put that in the Schoology. I messed up there. But you need the address, the physical address. All right. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, my business doesn't have that. Yeah, for this one, we're going to do that. Okay. I want everybody to know how to format a simple business card, right? And again, the whole idea of a business card is you're giving it to somebody in their hand or you're leaving it somewhere and you want it to be presentable. You want it to be interesting. You want somebody to look at it and you want all your information there. Again, I know you guys live in a digital environment and you'd be like, oh, I'm just going to put my Instagram. They don't need to know anything else. I understand that, but we're doing a real world one where you probably have an address, right? You got to have an office somewhere, even if it's in your house, right? The person who's giving the business card to someone, right? Like Gio, are you the CEO of your company? All right, then you're gonna put on there president, CEO. You'll see what I mean, right? Don't put your real phone number, don't put your real email, right? And make up a website. I'll show you guys right now. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna copy and paste. Watch this. I'm gonna copy and paste those. But now I'm gonna go to just a regular 8.5 by 11 document, right? We've done these before, yes? Anybody? Inches, 8.5 by 11. I'm gonna do it vertical. Monito up. All right, everybody looking? Layer 1, guides. This is how simple it's gonna be. What did I say? I wanted 6 variations, right? That doesn't mean you have to change it 6 times. You just do one, and then you'll see the variations. Now, you can choose to do vertical, horizontal. You don't have to mix and match. It's up to you. But everybody watching? Yes? All right. What size did I say the business card is? A standard US business card? 3.5 inches by 2. Click on the rectangle, right? 2 by 3.5. Yeah, there it is. Remember I said, I want 6 variations. It's not a lot of work. You see people rolling their eyes already. I don't have to do 6. No, it's not that big a deal. You'll see. Once you do one, the variations come very easily. Okay? And give them some space. I'd say right about there. And then I'm going to do 3 horizontal. Boom. Let's say like that. Give them some space. And then do one here. And then do one here. Everybody remember how to do that? How do I make copies of them so quick? You drag it with your option, right? Let's center this one. Okay, so I got 3 and 3. Select all those, copy them, keep them in memory. Now I'm gonna make these into guides. Command 5. Command 5, and I know they're very hard to see up on the screen. Everybody see them? Very light. And just for projector service purposes, projector purposes, sorry, not services, right? I'm going to, now we don't want on your business cards a black outline, right? This is just for visual, right? Unless it's part of your design, which is very rare to have a black outline, right? But here, just for projection print purposes, man, I get them mixed up here. I'm gonna make them as my guides. Cool. Can you guys see them up there? Yeah, right. So I've got some verticals and some horizontals. I'm just gonna do a vertical. Check it out. Layer. Typographic logo. Right? You should have done this already. Some of you guys have it. Most of you guys have it. I already saw it. I'll be posting grades today too, as well, on Teams, on Portal. Okay. Typographic logo. Now, one of the students in the morning class was nice enough to let me use their logo. Tell you. Downloads. Excuse me. All right. Okay, and this is theirs. Look at theirs that they came up with, right? Similar to some of the stuff you guys are doing. You guys see it? Pixel Picasso, right? That's our typographic logo. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it back to mine. Typographic logo. Paste. Don't do any colors yet. Don't. I had a morning student who went crazy on this and did tons of gradient backgrounds like this. I'm not exaggerating. I like gradients too. Oh, wrong layer. Hold on. New layer, background color. You could do a background color. I would keep stuff very simple. Some of you guys that turned in something already, like most of you guys had like a black background, which is fine. But let's keep it simple. All right. Oh, it's because I have this on a stroke only. Okay. But if you do gradients, don't go crazy. I had one student already in the morning. It was like this. I'm not exaggerating. And again, I got nothing against gradients, but on a business card, really not necessary, right? You want it to be very clean and easy to read. And remember, what you see on screen doesn't always mean that's what you're going to get. All right. But they literally had like a copper color in the middle, almost gold. Let me see if I can get it. Nothing against gradients. And I love gradients, but some people just, they take it over the top. It was literally like this. Everybody looking? And remember, my projector squashes stuff, right? So it looks shorter. Don't do this. Don't do this on a business card, okay? Take it easy with gradients, okay? But that's not a good background. We want solid colors, light colors, right? Everything where the type is going to be the important stuff and the typographic logo, all right? Anyway, let's go back to this one. And I'm going to scale that down. And remember, we don't want stuff to be right up to the edge unless that's part of your design. But I would say that's a good size right there, right? Very simple. Typographic, right? I copied my information from this one that I'm going to give you guys. Okay. And on this one, I'm going to put it on its own layer. And I'm going to put contact info. Cool. I'm going to put it all on one for the beginning. All right. Now, very simple formatting. Now, you can also separate this stuff. Like this one that says name here. And if you didn't see it on the Schoology, if you haven't read it, try to keep, I'm going to put this on its own line of text, right? Try to keep all these fonts right here. Everybody, this is super important, right? Anywhere from 7 to maybe 9 points size, maybe stretching it at 10 points, but no bigger than that. because I've seen some of you guys already kind of doing some layouts with the cards, right? I'm not criticizing you. I'm just telling you, you can't have everything all over the place. Let's try to do a format. That means you kind of follow some of the basic rules, right? And I'm going to put my name there. Let's put my name, contact info. Who's handing me this business card? All right. Some people choose to do all caps like that. Cool. Let's see the font size. 9.3. If you want to do 10, make it an even 10. Cool. I would do no bigger than that. You know what? It's too big for that font. I'm going to go to 9. All right. Everybody see it? We're just formatting it here. I'm giving you guys this right now after we're done with this. All right. Or you can type it. I'm sure some of you guys are able to do it on your own. Cool. Now, what should be my title here? Head, how about something funny? Head creative guy. I don't know. Now, I'm going to make that one, let's say 8 points. You don't want it to be the same size. And sometimes, even if it's not the same font size, are these two competing against each other? What do you think? Anybody? Guys? Do they look like they're competing against each other? Right? Now, one of the things is visually they're very close together. And then the other thing is, even though this is a smaller font, look, this is 9 points and this is 8. You're saying, well, it's a smaller font, Noble. But visually, this takes up as much room lengthwise as my name, right? So one of the choices we have, we could change the font. What if we make it a font that's lighter? Remember, we talked a little bit about font pairing, right? With your names for the keychains. Some fonts just go together and some don't. I like this one. Look at this one's lighter. I don't know what it is. Oh, I had it. Sorry, hold on. This one, Avenir. Let's do that one. And notice how my name is all caps. Let's try upper and lower. That creates more visual space, right? Look at that. Does it look the same as it was before? I should have copied it. No, right? That looks, which one's stronger now? The name or the description? Huh? The name, right? Look how simple that was. We don't usually look at these things, right? But even between these two fonts, you can right away see which is stronger, right? And I can even get it closer because the Antonio I know is still stronger. It's wider, it's bolder, it's all caps. You see the difference? They're very subtle things, right? But unless somebody explains it to you, you don't ever see it or pay attention to it. All right? Okay. All right. So check this out. Everybody looking? All right. This one happens to have oblique, which is another word for italic. Anybody know what italic is? When you do that to a font, what is it? Yeah, it's slanted, right? Now let me show you a trick. Now this one does have it, but say it didn't. Everybody watching? This is a trick. I swear, even people my age that have worked in the industry, they don't remember how to do this. They'll just give up and choose another font. Watch this. If you find a font that does not have italic or oblique, you can do it manually. But it has to be on its own line of text. It can't be within a box of text or with other text on the same line. Watch this. You go to object, and this is for anything that is text. You watching? Transform, and there's one called shear. 12 degrees is typically enough to give it a slant. And that's while it's a live font, not even outlined. Okay, just so you guys know that. You can shear stuff. You can even do it to a logo. Check this out. Everybody looking? Say you already did this. What if I did that to the logo? Transform, shear, 12. Look, it gave it a slight angle. And it can be negative. You could go the other way. Negative 12. Oh, it went the other way. All right. That's a very less known Illustrator trick, if you want to call it that. Okay. So just so you know, right? That way you don't have to mess with stuff. You just give it a shear under object, and that will do that for you. Okay. Also, since I'm here, everybody looking? So you could grab a logo like this. You're watching? You go to Object, Transform, Reflect. Let's see what it does. It flips it around. And if you tell it copy, are you watching? Everybody watching? Yeah. See how it reflected it, right? And then you can do this too. You can flip it over. And then this one, you could do the shear. Say okay. That you do this. It's kind of not fitting in there, but you get the idea. And then transparency. Right. So again, you can play. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just saying you can. Right. And then you got like a little reflection. It's very hard to see up on the screen. But there's a reflection going, right? I've seen people do that. It's kind of gimmicky, but sometimes it works with your logo. All right, going back to this. I digress. So we got that head creative guy. The other thing too is don't forget under your character palette, there's this guy, right? The tracking, or some people call it kerning. Mine was set to 50, sometimes not setting it to anything, right? So this is normal, is 0. I don't know if we could actually tell. All right. Okay. And I'm going to go down one to 7. I think I'm going to stay there. Now, if you hand somebody a business card, are there old people that you might be handing a business card that have all the money, like the boomers right now? What do you think? You and I have to give them a business card, right? When you guys are older, I'm going to be your generation of boomers that you're going to have to deal with. No? No comments there? Uh-huh. Anyway, you're going to have to try and sell me stuff and have me give up some of my saved up money so that you can make some money, right? Right? No? Yes? All right. So anyway, I'm going to do 7 on that one. Now, what some people like to do, everybody looking, you could do little dashes in front, a dash. That's just the dash. Some people like to do that to kind of separate it and show people that it's a title. You could do option 8. Anybody know what option 8 is? What do we call these? Anybody? When you guys are working PowerPoint and stuff? Who loves PowerPoint? Huh? Nobody loves PowerPoints? How about Microsoft Word when you're typing stuff? So option 8 is bullet points. That's what these things are called. All fonts have different ones, right? Could I have done something like this and offset it and then do the shear? Oh, I like it. Actually, it looks good. Cool. But I'm going to center it. I like it. Cool. All right. Next step. I'm going to give you this. Phone. Let's make one up. Let me just copy and paste this. Before you know it, you'll have a cool business card. You'll see. All right. So phone number. Just make one up. Now, even this, everybody looking? People don't see these things. This is a typical way. 236. What phone number is that? Anybody know? Anybody seen this phone number before? Huh? No one? No, that's a school you're at right now. If somebody had a call here, you're like, we don't care. No, well, it's okay. I'm not mad at you guys. That's the phone number here. Okay. Now, everybody looking? I actually fought with my college professor back in the 90s about this next thing. You guys watching? I like modern stuff. I like techie stuff. Why do I have to follow all the rules? He's like, you need dashes. I want dots. Like this. How about that? Can I do that? What do you think? Instead of dashes. Yes. Right? I would rather do that. You could even leave the dot or the dashes out. And are people going to understand that's the phone number? What do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah. Now, you don't want to run it all together, obviously, right? Even though if you see business cards from out of country, you'll see the 1+. Anybody ever have to dial the Juarez? Yeah, right. Each country has its big long one, whatever code +1 code, right? And I'm sure you'll see some if you look business cards up on the internet like that. But it's really up to you, right? Could I do a bullet point? Yeah, it's up to you. Could I put a little Pokemon in there in between them? What do you think? No? Could I put a Pokemon? No? What if your business is creepy clown rentals? Could you put a creepy clown icon right here in between? Or a balloon or a creepy clown nose? Yeah, of course, right? You can play around with it a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I like dot like this. All right. Cool. Things that you never think of. Now don't say no one ever told me. No one just told you. All right. You can play around with that stuff. I kind of like this font. I'm gonna go with this font. Don't forget you can use your paragraph. Now, this is one thing here. If you go to Workspace, check it out. There's one called typography, and that will kind of set up. Oh man, it disappeared on me. It's because of the projector. It's on the side. Anyway, you go to Workspace. Let's go back to Essentials. There, brought it back. But anyway, there's the paragraph that lets you, this guy. It hides sometimes. Some of you guys may have it on your top menu. But you click on these, right, to get it flush right, centered, flush left, right? Don't be that person that's typing and doing space bar. Don't do that. That's what these are for, okay? So there, I got them straightened out. Okay, let's do an email. How many guys love emails? All right, I know you guys have grown up not really checking your email, not caring about email, but do you believe me that if and when you go into business and you're doing this stuff and you actually have to come up, you're going to be using email daily? What do you guys think? Huh? Anyone? No, you don't believe me? If you have a business, do you think really you're going to just text and Instagram everything with your clients? No. What if they're old people? They don't know how. My mom half the time texts me some weird stuff that doesn't make sense, but I already kind of learned what it is she sends me, right? Are you always going to have older people as customers, clients, potential customers, clients? What do you think? He said, are there always going to be people? How about people that just aren't good with computers? What do you guys think? Anyone? Harmony?
Yeah.
Are there people even in your generation, out of your group of friends, that are not good at computers? Now, I'm not saying a phone, because you guys are all like super fast and magical at texting and sending stuff and all the new terminology, cap, no cap, all that stuff, right? No, nobody laughed. But you don't think there's people right now your age that are not going to be working with computers when they're in their 30s? Like what we do in here, putting stuff together and designing stuff. Right? There might be some people that all they do is maybe check emails, right? Or again, there's a lot of service-based. Does a waiter check his emails all the time? Or a waitress? No, right? I mean, that's not part of that job. So are there going to be people in your generation that are not good with computers, or what they say, computer savvy? What do you think? There's always going to be, right? You may have some friends right now that they're not good with computers, right? Now they may be good with their phones. That's a different thing, right? And then maybe AI will assist your generation more in the future. I don't know. All I know is not everybody's good at computers still, right? And then what if you got future Mr. Nova as a client, and he's already getting old and he can't remember how to do stuff on the computer because the computers are too new? What do you think? Is that going to happen? Huh? It's possible, right? Just like right now, I don't know a lot of things on my phone. I consider myself okay with a computer, but maybe not on my phone, right? And maybe a lot of things go to a different device or a tablet, right? Or one device, or maybe we have the wearable stuff that they're already showing us, right? Of course. Okay. Now, anybody on the Schoology where I tell you what else you need? So the person's name, their position, right? A physical address. How about some social media? How many of you guys love your social media and would love to have something? And you gotta include your social media now. How many of you guys have TikTok? Anybody TikTok? Nobody has TikTok in here? Is that for old people now?
No.
Or is it because they're gonna ban it pretty soon? Nobody has TikTok? Nobody does TikTok? Oh my God, right before COVID, all my students that were in this, they were like, oh, mister, let's do a TikTok for everything. Hey, let's do a TikTok. No. Really? You guys don't do TikTok? It's all Instagram? Instagram and what else? Snapchat? Are you guys Snapchat people? Is this Snapchat? Huh? No, you're not a Facebook generation. No, some of you guys might have one, but I'm saying the majority of you guys use what? Instagram and what else? Snapchat? That's it? Are those the main two? Anybody here have a Twitter account at all?
Oh, yes.
Really? An X? You still have it?
What's wrong with it?
Well, no, I'm just asking because
Where we use X.
yeah, it's like how many things can you have, you know?
It's that, like, that whole thing is just a helping of incel.
Yeah. And guys, think about this, and I'm not trying to scare anybody or anything. Everybody listen. When you guys are hitting 29, 30 and you're trying to make a living and doing the side hustles or working for them, what's gonna be the next thing, right? That gets you onto a platform where you can sell your paintings for $75,000, right? Like I said earlier, right? What is it gonna be? Right? If you don't have a regular job where you go every day and the 9 to 5, what are you gonna be doing? How's it gonna work? How are you gonna expose your artwork and all the stuff you need to the people that you want to pay you for? It's changing, huh? What? What are you gonna say? No.
It's okay.
You can mess with it. All I'm saying is what I want everybody to do is include these things, format them very simply, like I'm showing you. Don't complicate it. You don't want this over here. You don't want this down here. You just try. I know you guys are gonna say, oh, that's boring, mister. Again, we want it very clean and crisp and easy to access the info. All right. Now, going back to the social media, watch this. What if I need an Instagram logo to put on my business card? What did you guys do? Yeah, where would I get an Instagram logo vector to find it for this? Tatiana, where do you think I would look? On the internet, what I was showing you guys. Where do you get free vector stuff? Vecteezy. All right, I'm just doing an internet search. Everybody watch. Check it out. I even found one once that had all of them. And if, again, some of you guys might not want to, so social media logos, icons, vector. I remember finding one that had all of them on there, man, or most of them. Look at that. Look at that. How easy. Let's go to Vecteezy. Don't tell me you can't do this. Don't download low res ones from the internet. Look at this. How fast was that? Free. That was fast. Download now. Well, I saw this other one I like. Check it out. Look at this one. Don't tell me you can't do this. Look at, I've seen these. You see these? Those aren't free, but they're kind of redesigned, right? It's just a little circle with a gradient and the little icon in there. You could easily manipulate these. But anyway, I just downloaded it, right? Don't tell me you can't do that. Let's go there. Downloads. Don't tell me. I couldn't find them, Novo. Yes, you can. You just don't want to. Is this it? Oh, that's the one. Did it get blocked? It's because I may have downloaded too many in the morning. I'm going to go to, oh, I found a trick. If you go to Safari, even though I don't like Safari, you post that there. Boom. There it goes. You don't have to sign in. Tatiana's like, why did he call on me? I don't know. You're just right here. I'm not picking on anybody. I'll call on Gio next. All right. There it is. I just downloaded it. That took 10 seconds. Downloads. Don't tell me you can't do this. There it is. Look at this. And what do we do with an EPS or a PDF. We open it with, don't place it. Don't be doing crazy placing and then clipping mask and all this crazy stuff. No, just open. Look at that. Free. You're welcome. Right? Could I make them black and white and make them circles? I could do whatever I want. Look at how easy. Everybody looking? Can you draw a black circle? Everybody in here should be able to say, yes, no, easy. Look at this. Like that. And then I get any of these. Let's do a Facebook for the old people. Nobody laughed. No? You do not have Facebook. Why would you have Facebook? How about MySpace? Let's do MySpace. Let's do MySpace. All right, all right. All right, everybody calm down. I'm messing with you, of course. You can have whatever you want. Anyway, everybody looking? There you go. All right, and then I was gonna do, I can't remember where it is. Invert colors. Anyway, you get the idea. Yes? Everybody looking? You can modify it. I can make this black and white right there. Boom. Make it white. Look at that. Beautiful. And you lost the F. And now you click on the F. And you make that. What? What's Miles mumbling over there? Huh? There. Anyway, I just converted it to black and white. Okay. So anyway, you can get them here. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna pick these two. Twitter. Oh, I used to have a Twitter. Oh, you guys know what this one is? Yeah, it's LinkedIn. That one's like once you're like really established and you're into business and it's all these business people. I mean, anybody can have one, a free one, but it's more like business based, where everybody puts their fake resumes. Anyway, no, nobody like that. All right, check it out. Social media. Boom. Face in front. Oh my God, they're ginormous. What was that? All right, let's scale these down. Right, and it's up to you. Look how easy that was. Just scale them. Boom. Was that hard? No. Did that cost you anything? No. Look at that. And then you kind of line them up. Do that. All your handles. Do they still call them handles? Like, what's your handle? No? Anybody? Huh? What are they called? Your social? I remember they call them your handle. Does it smell like something's burning? No? You do smell it? Better not be in here, you guys playing with matches. Be upset. All right, anyway, I'm gonna scale these down. Everybody looking? Now these may be too small. Remember the fonts. We're gonna print these out at 100%, hopefully by the end of next class, all right? I want these. Okay, and then you're gonna put at, what should we put at? Oops. Well, Lara, what's going on over there? All right, so there it is. Facebook, it has to be a website, right? www. Oops. Huh? Whatever. There's Facebook. There you go. All right. Now this one doesn't want to fit. So I'm going to move these over. Right? Kind of center them as best we can. Group. Again, just depends what you're trying to do. All right. And right now, I don't know how they're going to look until I print it out and test it out and see how the printout looks. Okay. So we've got some social media, but notice how they're kind of in the way right? And then the website. Check this out. Some people even will put an icon by the email. I don't like to do that. Cool. There it is. That's pretty much all the information we need. But look at how I kind of separate them. They all have their own kind of space. You guys see this? See how that kind of balances it out, right? If I have this all together, that's no bueno. It's too tight together. There's no separation. I need you to put some kind of fake website, yes. And I'll show you why. It's on the Schoology. I'm gonna save this. I need an email too. It says on Schoology what you need to have in there. At least one social media thing. Oh, why are you smacking your lips? Just do it. Man. What if your boss at your first job is telling you to do it and you smack your lips? Huh? All right. Anyway. So there we go. That is not a lot. Don't tell me that's a lot. Now check this out. Background colors. Look how simple. I start off every time I design stuff with white as a background. I know people say that's boring, mister. Check it out. Just do solid colors. Let's do a solid color. That's on its own layer. I can't see up on the screen. Let me see over there. That's kind of like a teal. And remember, up there on the screen, it looks squash, but when you see the video, it'll be okay. Now, it's okay, everybody looking, if you don't have enough contrast between the background color and your information. What if I turn these to white? I don't know. Remember, on screen, guys, it looks a certain way. Once you print it, it looks a different way, right? So don't just say, oh, I'm just going to leave it like that. We want a business card to be, most importantly, readable, right? To have some kind of format that gives it some it's easy to follow with your eyes, right? So that one I did just white. It's kind of hard to see up on screen. Okay. I'm just showing you. Okay, next step. Now you're gonna say, Mr. I gotta do 6. Watch how easy. Everybody looking? Watch this part. Are we looking? Yes? Watch this. Remember, I've shown you guys this on other designs that we've done. Okay, so I'm gonna put the color background right there. Okay, now if you are really set on doing a gradient, watch this. Look how easy. This is probably the most gradient you should do on a business card. You guys watching? All right, we go to Windows, Gradient. There's my color I just used. I place it in there. I get rid of the black. I move these across. I use my gradient tool. And what if I have it blending from white? What was that? I don't know if you can see it up there, but you'll see it on the video. So I have it like fading from like a white to the color. And I could even do one of these things where I make a copy of the thing. How do I do that? With the option in the gradient. And I make it slightly darker. A darker tone. I'd say about there. And then you blend it. Look at. You click it here. Oh, I messed up. Sorry. There it is. I meant to do it that way. Sorry. And you start darkening it. Look at that. Everybody see it? Like that's probably the most I would do as far as a gradient. It's really hard to see up on screen how smooth it is, but it is actually smoother. All right. Or just light like that. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then look how easy. Everybody watching? Look at my variation. You guys are going to watch? And we're almost done here. So I'm going to move this logo over. So don't tell me, oh my God, I got to do 6 of these. It's not hard. This one, I'm going to move it down a little. Watch this. There's my variation. I take these. I could choose to change the fonts or not change the fonts. I'm just going to copy everything over. Everybody watching? Move all this over. Copy it. Now, what is to stop me from doing what we call a footer? What is a footer? That is, and we've done this on some other stuff. There's a footer and a header. Could I do a little strip of dark color down here? Why not maybe black? or a dark teal. Let's do that. Almost like a teal. Boom. All right, everybody see? So this gives the business card some weight at the bottom. Now, what if I move this? Everybody watching? Look how easy. Don't tell me you can't do this. Sorry. Everybody watching? There's my website, right? Let's put it all in one thing. What if I take it away from here, copy, delete it, paste it on its own line, make it white. Now, this is when you see fancy stuff like gold ink or silver ink, right? And it makes a card look like real fancy. Yes? Watch this. Are we looking? That's the footer. What if I go like this and I get my character palette and remember this one right here? This one people like to call it kerning. Here they call it leading. Watch this. This does not stretch the letters. This is giving you space in between them. And if you ever seen stuff like this is how they do it. They space it out. Very easy design technique right there, right? Does my website stand out more on this business card than the previous one? Just by doing that. What do you guys think? Yes? That might even influence someone more to, oh, let me go see the website for this old dude, right? Yes, that's all the variation. Did I do a lot of work from here to there? No, not at all, right? And then do another one. Maybe change up the color. I don't know. Let's try orange. Oh, kind of cool. Now, what if now sometimes you can get away with more creative stuff where maybe it's going off the, I'm not saying this is what you should do, but you could, right? Now this would be part of your design, right? That you're trying to do something artsy. Then I would create a clipping mask. Right? Where some of it is hiding, right? Could I change the color of this? Of course I can. What if I make that white? Cool. See, I'm changing it already. Now, just because I did that doesn't mean the rest of the type you should do it sideways. All right. See, that one's kind of hard to see. Let's do that in white. Now, notice this one, I'm going to put it all to the side. And I'm going to use my alignment. Everybody watch. And I'm almost done here. You're like, please, no, but please be done. I'm almost done. Same stuff, copy it over. Can I do alignment? They're all on this side. White. Oh, who's texting? I'm at work. Better not be an emergency. Are you watching? I'm not saying this is good, what I'm doing here, but it might work. I'm trying to copy the same angle as this. That doesn't mean this always works. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just trying. This is just literally happening right now. All right. And then that I'm going to make it white. Oh, wow. Huh. It's almost kind of working. I didn't even try. All right, too much tracking. Somewhere around there. I'm gonna move these up. They're too close together. Huh. It's not bad. And then this little icon here. I'm gonna get rid of the color one. This one's just gonna be outlined. Look at that. I didn't even use color on this, except the black. And then make it orange. It's very monochromatic. How's that? How do you like that? All right. See how that's a variation? Was that hard? No. But try to keep these formatted very cleanly. All right. Okay. And then again, you'll do 3 more. Now, I'm not saying you have to do horizontal ones, right? All yours could be vertical if you wanted. Okay. Whatever you want to do. Okay. But I need 6 done by the end of next class. I want to see them. I want to print them. I'll come around and bug you to look at them and see how they're doing. All right. And I know again, some of you guys turned in some stuff already. It's good, but I want to see you guys format it this way. Okay. Let's try to keep it very. I know some of you guys like it's boring, Mister. Well, we got to stick to the easy stuff first, and then we can go from there. That's how design works. Cool. Everybody good? Yeah. Please get the card size right. Again, I'm gonna post right now the template that I found on I'll make it even easier on you. I'll give you guys these, and then I'll give you guys a template from Illustrator. 3.5 by 2. 3.5 by 2. 3.5 by 2. Not 3 by 2. Not 3 by 2.5. 3.5 by 2. I mean, you could simply look on Google and say, what size is a standard US business card? It's going to tell you 3.5 by 2. All right. Cool. All right. Let me stop right here. Any questions? Pretty straightforward.